Hey guys, so this video is going to show you how to run the UDF report in order to find the information that we collect on the data collection page. This is how you will put it into a spreadsheet so you can start calculating some of those numbers. So just as a refresher, the data collection page is found in Smart Advocate on each of the cases, and it basically is just a catch-all of all the important information we would want to know about each case, including date durations, attorney's fees, how much we reduced attorney's fees by, how many cases we send to lit, all that kind of information. So all of these are what's called UDFs, user-defined fields, that we created, and in Smart Advocate, you are able to run a report that will pull all of this information and put it into a spreadsheet. Now, as a warning, whenever you run this UDF report, there's going to be a lot of columns that pop up in the spreadsheet that are not relevant, and I'll show you which ones those are, but there is no way to get rid of those initially. So you're going to go to reports and go down to this UDF report. Pretty self-explanatory. Then you go to the case type. So we're focused on auto accidents because that's right now the only cases that we're collecting this on is the auto accident cases. So you'll click that, and then the screen name is going to be not Case Wizard, but it's going to be Other One. And that's because the data collection page, whenever we created, the screen name is technically Other One, and then we changed it to data collection. So you'll select that. Staff, you can keep it as all staff, just so it pulls all the cases. And then case status, we're only going to want to do the closed cases because we only collect data on cases after they're closed. And then select columns to show. The only ones I select are the attorney, so we know if it's a lit or pre-lit case, and then plaintiff last name and first name, which we may get rid of later on depending on what pops up. So then you just click view report, and it usually takes a couple seconds, and then once it pops up, you don't want to analyze the data through what pops up here because it gets very hard to read. You can't filter it. It doesn't make any sense. And this is, okay, so here's what it looks like. You can't filter it. You can't do what you can do on Excel where you select it and it adds up all the total numbers, all that. So you're going to go to the Save button and you're going to go to Excel. Basically what it's going to do is convert that spreadsheet into an Excel spreadsheet. And it'll pop up down here and you just click on it and it'll open in Excel. Now what I like to do is go ahead and get rid of this UDFs and all that at the top. It's just adding borders, so I just delete those. And I also delete this first column because there's nothing in it. Then the next thing I like to do is highlight row 1 and go ahead and add a filter to it. So that way we're able to filter it in and out. So you have two options here. You can either work through this on here or you can copy it all and paste it into Google Sheets if you prefer Google Sheets and work off of it there. But we're just going to do it here for now because I have limited time. So then you'll see it has all the data we want. You can go ahead and delete the subtype because we don't care. We also don't care what the case status is because we know they're all closed. We don't care about what type of case it is because, again, it's all auto accident, so we don't really care. And then it looks like this column is blank, so we'll also delete that column. Okay, and then you can keep attorney if you want. You can keep first and last name if you want. We already have the case name and case number here, so I'll go ahead and delete these two just to make it more simple. And then you'll see that we have all of the data fields that we fill in on the data collection page. The best way to do this to analyze data is basically to filter by pre-lit disposition and see, okay, we want to know what our average case settles for in pre-lit. So this is frozen now, but basically whenever it works, you can hit this drop down. There it goes. You can hit the drop down and unselect the select all and just select settled because this is only now going to show us cases that are settled in pre-lit. Took away all those blanks. Then you can do things such as highlight total settlement, and you can go all the way to the bottom and enter equation and find out what the average is. A little too far. So you can like insert row. Oops. Let's cut that. Okay, but you could enter a row at the bottom, enter a formula to do average. That is one area how Google Sheets is a little bit superior to Excel because you can do, it'll do the math for you. So let's go ahead and put this, oops, into a Google Docs. Or a Google Sheet. So just go here and let's create a new Google Sheet. So create a new spreadsheet, title it whatever you want, but just paste all the information you just gathered or you just copied over. Now it's not working. Try one more time. Oh, it went. Okay. So again, add those filters onto row 1 and um, find the pre-lit disposition. It's already filtered for settled because that's what I copied over. But on Google Docs, you can do set things such as highlight the total settlement. You can look at the sum. So you'll see on average, we settled a case for $35,647. Minimum settlement was $0. That's when we didn't settle anything, all that kind of stuff. So that is basically how you run the UDF report and find and create the spreadsheet in order to calculate those numbers and start interpreting the data. So hope this helps, and that's it.